Good morning, children. So let's continue exercise 3b. So question number 10. So question number 10, it is given that of the numbers 0.16 root over 0.16, 0.16 whole square and 0.016, the least number is. So we need to find the least number of this. So let's take the number. So it is 0.16 root over 0.16. So root over 0.16 means square root of 0.16 is 0.4. Since 0.4 into 0.4 is 0.16, so it is 0.4. Again 0.16 whole square, so it will be 0.0256. Hence these are the numbers. So we need to find the least among this. So therefore this is 0.1, so this is 0.4. This is 0.2 and this is 0.01. So this is 0.02 and this is 0.01. So that means this is the least one. So this is the least one because it is 0.01. So this one is greater than this as it is 0.02. Again this one is greater than that one, that is 0.16 and it is 0.4. So this one is the greatest and this one is the least. So therefore the answer is 0.016. So it will be the option number, that is option C. So the next question, it is given that root over 0.0025 into root over 2.25 root over 0.001 equals. So this we can express this one in fractions as 25 whole divided by 10,000. So this we can write as 225 whole divided by 100 since two decimal places are there, and this we can write as 1 divided by 10,000. So therefore the square root of 25 is 5 and the square root of 10,000 is 100. Similarly, the square root of 225 is 15 and the square root of 100 is 10. Again, the square root of 1 is 1 and the square root of 10,000 is 100. So this we can cancel. So 5 ones are 5 and 5 twos are 10. Again, this we can cancel with 5. 5 threes are 15 and 5 20s are 100. So therefore the numerator is 1 into 3 into 3. 1 into 3 into 1. So that is 3, and 100 into 2 into 20, that is 4,000. So this we can rewrite as 3 by 4 into 1 by 1000. So 3 by 4 is 0.75 and whole divided by 1000. So that means if we divide 0.75 by 17, so this decimal shifts to 3 places to the left hand side. So therefore it will shift to 3 places. So that is 0.30 will come here. So 00075 as it shifts to 3 decimal places to the right, to the left hand side. So next is question number 12. This question number 12 you can do it by yourself as it is same as question number 6 Roman number 3 we have already done, and this question number 13 is same as question number 8, so which we have already done. So let's move to question number 14. So question number 14, it is given 3,600 soldiers are asked to stand in different rows. Every row has as many soldiers as there are rows. Find the number of rows. So we are asked to find the number of rows, and the number of rows are similar to the number of soldiers in each row. So therefore number of soldiers standing in each row it is given. So the number of soldiers standing in rows, the total number of soldiers are that is 3,600. So we are asked to find the number of rows. So let the number of soldiers in each row be n. So let the number of soldiers standing in each row be n. Therefore the number of rows is also n, because it is already given in the question that every row has as many soldiers as there were the number of rows. That means if there are, say for example, there are 20 rows, then in each row there will be 20 soldiers. So therefore the number of rows and the number of soldiers standing in each row is same. So let us take this one as n. So therefore the number of soldiers in each row into number of rows is equals to the total number of soldiers. So this will give the total number of soldiers, because number of rows in each, the number of soldiers in each row into the number of rows. How many rows are there? So this will give the total number of soldiers, so which is already given that it is 3600. So therefore n into n is 3600, that is n square is equals to 3600. So taking square root on both sides, we will get here it will be n, and here square root of 3600. So the square root of 3600 is 600, because 600 into 600 we get 3600. So therefore this is the value of n. So therefore number of rows, as we know the number of rows is n, so therefore the number of rows is, that is n equals 600. So this is the value, that means number of rows will be 600. So next let's do question number 17. Question number 17, it is given in a basket there are 1250 flowers. A man goes for worship and puts as many flowers as there were temples in the city. Thus he needs 8 baskets of flowers. Find the number of temples in the city. So therefore the number of flowers in the basket. So number of flowers in a basket, it is 1250. So therefore a number of flowers in 8 basket will be 1250 into 8, which is 10,000. So let the number of temples we need to find, let the number of temples be n. Therefore the number of flowers the man put in each temple is n. So as it is already given that the number of that a man goes to the worship and puts as many flowers as there were temples in the city. That means, for example, if there were 10 temples in the city, then each temple he put 10 flowers. That means the number of flowers he put in each temple and the total number of temple is same. So let us take the number of temples as n. So therefore number of flowers the man put in each temple is n, because it is same, it is given in the question. So therefore the number of temples into number of flowers in each temple is, it will give the total number of flowers, so which is 10,000. So therefore n into n, 10,000, that is n square is equals to 10,000. So the value of n is root over 10,000. So root over 10,000, which is 100, because 100 into 100 we will get 10,000. So therefore the number of temples in the city is 100, as the value of n is 100. Then let's move to the question number 18. So it is given that what should be subtracted from 6249 to get a perfect square number. What is the perfect square number, and also find its square root. So it is given, so what must be subtracted from 6249 to make it a perfect square. So let us take the number 6249. So we make it in pair. So therefore 7 square it is 49, because 8 square it will give 64, which is more than 62. So we have to take 7 square. 7 into 7, 49. So 13 comes down as a remainder, and this 49 comes down as a pair. So hence it becomes 1349. Now this 7 is doubled and it becomes 14. So that means the same number, whatever number we multiply here, the same number we need to multiply here. So therefore if we multiply by 9, that is 149 into 9, it gives 1341. So therefore the remainder is 8. So therefore if we subtract this 8 from 6249, it will become a perfect square, because this 8 is coming extra. After the division we have seen that this 8 is the remainder, it is coming more than the perfect square. So hence to make this number a perfect square we need to subtract 8. So therefore the number to be subtracted from 6249 to get a perfect square number is 8. So therefore the perfect square number will be 6249 minus 8. It gives us 6241. So if it becomes 6241, then obviously this will be the square. If this is the perfect square, then if it is 1341, then this will be the square root of that. Okay. So therefore the square root of 6241 is 79. So to get a perfect square we must subtract 8, and the square, that perfect square number is 6241, and the square root of that is 79. So these are the answers. And let's move to question number 8. Question number 8, it is given what should be question number 20, it is given that what would be added to 7912 to make the sum a perfect square. So what would be added to 7912 to make the sum a perfect square? Now we need to find what we must add with 7912 to make it a perfect square. So let's see. So we make it in pair as it is. So 8 is 64, 15 comes down. So this 12 will come down, it will become 1512. So this 8 is double, it becomes 16. So whatever we take there, the same number we must take here. So therefore 168 into 8, it is 1344. This is 168. That means this is the remainder, that is 168. So that means that means if we take that means here it is given that what we must add. That means here we have seen that this 88 square, it is less than 7912. It is less than 7912 because after we divide after we get 88, we have seen that the remainder is 168. That means this 7912 is more than 88 square by 168. So this is greater number. So therefore 88 square will be less than 7912, and it will be less than, this value will be less than 9 whole square, because if we write here 9, 169 into 9, so it will become a bigger number than 1512. It will be a bigger number. So it will become 1521, 1521. If we multiply 169 with 9, so it will become 1521. So which is a bigger number. So bigger number than this. So therefore this number, this given number 7912, it remains between 88 square and 89 square. So therefore the number to be added is 89 square minus 88 square, so which is 9. So this is the number we need to add. So there is another one alternative method which is not given in the book. Let's see that method. So similarly we divide we use the method of long division for 7912. We make it pair. At first, at the beginning, 8 into 8, it is 64. So the remainder is 15, and this 12 comes down. So this is double 8. So here, as we already know, if we take here 8 and multiply by again 8 here, so it will be 1344, which is less than 1512. So we'll just increase one number more than that. That means if we take here 9 and 9, so it will be just more than 1512. So it will be just little bit more than 1512. So if we take here 9, if we take here 8, it will be less. So if we take here 9, so it will be more than this given number. So let us take 9. That means we must take that number which gives us more than this. So just more than this, that means we need to take here 9. So 9 and 9, that is 169 into 9, it is 1521. That means the remainder is minus 9. If we subtract 1521 from 1512, we will get the remainder as minus 9. So hence the number to be added is this. This is 9. Hence the number to be added is 9. Okay, it is not minus 9, that is 9. So we neglect the negative sign and write the number, that is 9. So let's move to the next question, that is 23. So root over 10, so it is the nesting of root is there. So gradually we start from the square root which is given inside and gradually go outside. So here we can see, let's take the question. So it is given 10 plus 25 and again 108 and 154. So in place of root over 2 to 5, we can write 15, because 15 square is 2 to 5. So root over 2 to 5 is 15. So if we add both, we will get 169. Now root over 169 is 13. If you can remember the table, as I already asked you to remember up to 30. So root over 169 is 13. Similarly, if we add these two, we will get 121. So root over 121 is 11. So here we have written the root over 121 is 11. So if we add these two, we will get 36. So root over 36 is 6. So if we add these two, we will get 16. So root over 16 is 4. So which is the final answer. So question number 24, you do it by yourself. Then that's all for today. The remaining we'll discuss in the next class. Thank you.